I just got off the phone with my account manager and I had some questions about the new sponsor changes and why and how does it benefit me and some details about it. So I thought I'd capture this really quick, knowing that you also might have some of the same questions, or maybe there's little nuances about the sponsor move change that this could help you too. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I just want you to know, like, just keep this all confidential, people's names or anything that's in here. But I think it'll be the easiest way to understand what I'm going to share about. Give me just a second to get that going. Okay, so this is detailed genealogy view of my back office. Let me move the Zoom thing out of the way. And you can see that this still shows my last month's enrollments still sitting here on my front line. So now when anybody enrolls, we don't pick a sponsor, they automatically go onto our front line. And we can't pick a sponsor. That's not an option anymore. Every new enrollee goes on the front line. So one of my questions to my account manager was, what's the benefit for me leaving them on the front line? The first thing she shared with me was, every single one of these people, no, it doesn't benefit you to leave them on there forever because you're not paid on your front line unless it's helping to support your first level pod power of 3. So you're not necessarily paid on this, but every single one of these people for the first 60 days that they have their account, just like always, the way you're getting paid on them is in fast start. So at the very least, you can think of, I've got a 60-day window to see what kind of a customer this is going to be, if someone's going to pop and be a builder. And you can use this like as a garden to nurture people to see where it's going to be best to place them. She said she's been telling people the first question to ask is, do I need this volume to close the gap on power of 3 or rank for the month that it comes in? So that would be one reason to move them right when they enroll, or on that last day or two of the month that they enroll, or maybe even in the first few days of the following month if you see an order drops out and your rank drops and you want to be able to move, put someone in there. If you need help with any of those things, just reach out. But that's the first question is, do I need the volume in a spot to close something for commissions? And if the answer is yes, then move it, right? Just like we've always done. If you don't need it, then you can move it or you cannot move it. It's an open move, sponsor move time frame. You can take it as long as you'd like. So if I go up here and we go to team and we go to sponsor changes, you get this little pop up. You can see that now every single person has a days left to move. It's not applicable. The thing that changes on this is as soon as they have a downline. So you can leave them there as long as you'd like. Me personally, I'm going to use that 60 days as like, after 60 days, I want to place them so I don't just end up with a lot of people on my front line. I'd rather put them somewhere else, either if they're going to be ordering on rewards or if they're going to be building, I should know by then. So if they're on rewards, you can leave them. So like all of these new ones that I had from last month, only one of them's actually on rewards. And I don't know why that's not showing right here. It's not, but I know that one of them right now is on rewards. If my enrollees are on rewards, it could be that I would want to be able to have the leeway to place that volume at the end of June or at the end of July. You can have them stay there on your front line as long as you would need it until you know maybe where you need to put that volume. So that's one benefit, is that when they're on rewards, they don't have to be moved until maybe you need to have that volume to close a gap somewhere. It's also the benefit that you can vet a new builder. You can enroll somebody, you can start to nurture them, you can train them, you can set up classes with them, and you can see, will they actually do classes? Are they going to invite people? Are they going to enroll people? Are they going to follow up? And you won't have that. Potentially it could be a 10-day window before, because if you enrolled somebody on the last day of a month you'd only have until the 10th of the following month to move them. Now you can enroll somebody, you can teach them, run a training with them, they can get classes set up. You can see if they follow through and they actually enroll. And then the clock starts ticking when they have a downline. So as soon as they have a downline, that is when you then have till the 10th of the following month from after they first got a downline, whether they enrolled somebody or whether you placed somebody underneath them, that is what turns the clock on. And then you have till the 10th of the following month that you need to move them and place them where you want them to be. So it can be used, this can now be used to nurture and vet your builders and see where's going to be a best place for them. And then the very last thing that she said about it is sponsor changes, of course, can still happen outside of that window, but they would require an exception request. So I hope this helps you wrap your head around when you might want to move some people and when other people you might want to not move them. Another thing to keep in mind with this is if you have someone enroll and the month that they enroll in, if they've already ticked that their rewards order is being set up, so they get their rewards order all set up, even if it's only 1 or 2 items in the rewards cart, up to 100 PV of their enrollment order can count for rewards for Power of 3. So in this example, my one person that's on rewards had 121 PV enrollment order. So if I had needed that to close a pod on somewhere in my 3 levels of Power of 3, I could have moved that person before the end of May, and 100 PV of that initial enrollment order would have counted towards that pod to be able to help close up that Power of 3. So I know I threw a lot of things out there. If you've got any questions, just reach out, let me know. I'm happy to look at your back office with you or look at your enrollees with you and help you to understand the sponsor changes. But I didn't want you to be like me, where I'm like, oh, it's the 9th of the month. I haven't enrolled anybody. I don't know where to place these people. And I was feeling heavy and a little stalled and a little hung up and blocked because I didn't know how to leverage this policy and what good it was supposed to be doing for me. And now I feel like I know. So ready to move forward, and I hope this helps you too. Okay, bye.